So you've picked up your new Tesla Model Y redesign, and you're working on getting stuff, in place to make sure you have the full protection that you want on it. One of the easiest things and one of the things that's coming a lot is uh, mud flaps. That's because with the way, and I'll show what it looks like here, with the way the tires are set up on this car, the fender is in and the tires are sticking out. And so when you're driving, it's easy for the tires to kick up rocks and stuff that will hit your rear quarter panel and your door and cause chips. So mud flaps are something that you probably want to do. The mud flaps that go on the previous Model Y design does not fit on here, and I've looked into it. The design of the fender is a little bit different in here, but what I have here are mud flaps from EVBase. I've been looking for mud flaps for Juniper. I've been on Amazon looking at a few ones, but EVBase sent me this ones here to check out and install. So we're going to put these mud flaps on and see how well they work. Again, I think they will work pretty well. And what you get is you get a mud flaps. You get both the front and the rear, right? You have a two set here of you get a wrench, and then you get a bunch of plastic pins and screws that you get to use. You are not drilling any new holes or doing anything in here. They give you a pry tool, and you also get like a little nice paper that gives you a QR code for you to scan for a video. So, but again, let's go look again. I've looked at some of these mud flaps online to see which ones will fit good. And if people are telling you that the ones that fit the regular Model Y will fit the Juniper, I don't think so, because in the regular Model Y, the fenders, the plastic trim is more 90 degree. Here it's curved, right? It's not a 90-degree angle, whereas I think in the Legacy one, it's more 90 degree. And the issue with the mud flaps here too is, if you look at this tire here, you can see how this cuts in and the tire is like sticking out. So when you're driving, the tire can kick up rocks that shoot from here. And if you look at also how the side of the car is designed, it also kicks out right around here. Right around here, the car comes out. So rocks flying from that tire there, that little, there you go. That's a nice, perfect angle. You can see that little triangle piece right there. Things flying from there can hit this part over here. And what that does then is you get a bunch of dings and stuff on here. You can put, Tesla has a PPF that they sell that you can put in here. If Tesla is selling PPF for this portion, it's because they know why. And so you can get PPF to put in here, or you can simply get mud flaps that will reduce that angle and gap that you're having there and reduce the possibility of you having dings over here. So let's go install those mud flaps and see how well they look. Before you start, I would recommend you turn your wheel out, so not in. You want to turn it out. So let's see. So for this side, we're turning it out. On the other side, we'll turn it the opposite way. The goal here is to give you room to walk over here. The short one is in the front. The longer one goes in the back. It tells you in here, FR. It's front left. And that will just go on like this. So with your pry tool, you're gonna pop out this. This is a little bit light, so I don't know if that will work. If you're gonna be doing lots of installation on your car, I will advise you to invest in a proper pry tool set. A few of them on Amazon. I've got this one here, it's got a metal tip, and it always works good. There we go. So that gets popped out, and then the next one is in here. And you want to hook this part onto the inside here. So there we go. And that's that. So that's holding it. And then I don't think this will go in anymore because it's not long enough now with this extra piece on top of it. So what you do then is you use one of their clips and there we go. And I push it in and it's in good. And so now if you look at this from here now, you can see how now we don't have that triangle anymore. It does have a bit of a bend, so if you go by a curb, it will bend over. It's a good, nice fit. I wish it was a little bit more fixed in, but again, there's not enough clips in here to work with. So that's that. And then let's do the back. So for this back here, of course you can't turn the wheel. So, but you've got 4 things. There's a screw here, right? There's a screw here in the bottom, 2 clips, and another one here at the top. This is where the wrench that you were given comes into play. So there's this screw here at the top. This one you just unscrew and you're going to screw back in. Okay, and then under here in the bottom, there's one more screw you need to take off. So let me show you what that looks like. And right there. All right. And that's it. So if you look at the front, now you got the mud flap coming out from there. And then from the rear, you have this also coming out from there. This is in good. Everything cut out and fits to perfection. All right, so now we're gonna go do the other side. And so that's it. We've done all 4 mud flaps. It's a nice, perfect fit. I think all the cutouts were measured quite nicely. I wish there was a bit of something else holding the front ones here at the top, just to give it that, full hold. The rear ones are a lot more solidly in place because you have the screws at the top there, but they're working with what Tesla has in here. So this is what the mud flaps look like, and we've already done a 1,000-mile trip with this mud flaps. You can see from these tires here, they still have some road grime on them, but this mud flaps did okay. I don't have anything under there, and if I go all the way to the back spot here where you typically will have stuff hidden from that tire, I don't have any marks or anything over here, and so I think it did its job pretty good. And then there's also the mop flap that's in the back there that's going to help protect this under part here. So again, just keeps everything clean. You don't have dirt coming up here, and you're also protecting that quarter panel back there from the door, and it looks good. So if you're looking for mud flaps for your Tesla Model Y Juniper Edition, definitely say EVBase. This is one that I've put in that's like, yes, perfect fit, very easy to install. This whole thing was probably like 10 minutes or less. The rear one has more work to do with the screw on the bottom, but that's it. So EVBase, check them out for sure. I'll have codes and links put in the description that you can use for discounts and everything. Hopefully this helps you in getting your Tesla protected and just saving your rear quarter panel from all the rock dings that all the things you can get from the rock chips being shot out from this tire here. While we're here, I also want to touch on something else that EVBase has, and that's storage organizers. I'm looking at showing you guys one here. This goes in the center console in the very bottom. And what I really like about this is it's a very solidly built, even though it's rubber, it feels very, very solid. You have like very thick borders here, and I like the segmentation, the little compartments you have. So you have something separating the front here, it doesn't roll into the back. You have something here for like your coins or whatever, and this segmentation I like it a lot. So this goes in that front center console piece, and so you can see it's all the way down there. And so like I was saying, I can put stuff now in that front section there, and it doesn't roll back. I can throw something else, put something else in here. Everything stays in that spot, and can even choose to put my wallet down there if I want, and say everything has got segmentations. And I really like that because again, it doesn't let things roll into each other. You can keep things separate. So this is really, really nice. I really like this a lot. So check out EVBase, not just for your for that. They have other options too. If one of the ones that goes sit up here, your armrest, check them out for sure. Again, I really like the quality and the build of their stuff over here. So again, I'll have links and codes in the description that you can use for your order. As always, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.